Okay, Stim coming forward now. That Immortal not quite in range of the tanks. And so Deer tries to back up, picking a fight with the Marines outside of the tank range.
Oh, and now there's no Guardian Shield left. We should bring up. Also, the shield cooldown on that Immortal is gone, but Charge will be finishing pretty soon. Oh, look at that. Gumiho makes the decision to just run out of here now.
Aware of where those tanks should be. He's going to come forward now. Now, these Immortals need to get on the tanks. Excuse me, Stalkers instead with the targeting. Now going for the Medivacs. Deer making this look easy. He's like all in right now, but with like 7-2 in poker off soon.
Yeah.
This is...
Well, lower chance of that, actually. That has a higher win rate than what Gumiho is doing here.
Yeah, that's true. It's like the 2 card, and then it's also the Batman card, which doesn't have any value. It doesn't have any value in this game of poker.
The Batman card is at least a moral victory, right?
Yeah, certainly. We don't care about morals here, though, in GSL. This is all about who's better. And so Gumiho is going to try
oh my God.
To, almost like he's on a suicide mission, try to come across the map and do anything. And I can't imagine it working. Pulling SCVs, here we go.
He's got to do it. He has to hit perfect EMPs here.
Right.
There's going to be Psy Storm.
Lay the cards out on the table. Boom, another Batman card comes out.
Hey, that's a pair.
Okay, here we go.
No.
And I think this is the game where we will not get a Royal Flush with only Batman cards. GG! Deer takes game 1.
Get it down to just 1 Guardian Shield, and he picked off that sentry at the very beginning of the actual fight with the tank. So there was some cool moves in there by Gumiho. And he even pulled away at the right time, but then he sat there on high ground. He's like, maybe his Stalkers will walk up and I'll get free kills. But then it's like Deer's charge finishes, and then he goes and kills a bunch of units, and then Gumiho can't finish his 3rd. And then again, Gumiho can't finish his 3rd. So a lot of things went wrong. Up to the retreat, the initial retreat, I felt like Gumiho was actually playing better than Deer, to be honest. And from there on, things went downhill.
It seems like Deer has really upgraded from that last series we saw. Gumiho, as scary as he looked early on here in Group C, he is so far underperforming against Deer. We're going to go to the map Catalyst now and see if Deer can 2-0 this or if Gumiho begins the comeback. And don't forget, Maru is waiting in the final match just around the corner.
GSL Season 1, Code S, Daybreak. Deer.
Looked pretty strong that game, overall.
Yeah. He did a total reversal from his previous series.
Psystorm Gaming, Gumiho.
Probes right off the bat as well. I love that he brought the SCV to repair.
Yeah,
it's really
pretty
awesome.
cute. Well, I mean, Stalkers and Adepts, they don't deal damage that fast, right?
Well, that's a mobile shield battery right there, my friend.
Here we go. Workers have been pulled. Oh, this looks so funny with this Adept just not dying.
I think that we have figured out tonight how to beat Deer. You make 2 Hellions and 2 Cyclones.
And
not too quick. You don't need them too quick, Tasteless.
Yeah, you just need them eventually.
Like after a command center.
Oh, there's actually still 1 probe there. I was wondering how a Stalker could ever be so fat it would block that all off. And so the Hellions are going to come up here now. This is 17 worker kills.
That's, I mean, that's so significant. Yeah. Maru has an expand behind this.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I think you might be right about this, but this is going to deal ridiculous damage as well. He might even recall. There's a possibility. I think he has to go attack, though.
Oh, he must, for sure. Where'd they go? That was the weirdest shot we've seen.
Oh, my God. He was warping in Stalkers and Cyclones when I killed him.
Oh, wow.
He has to recall him if he wants to do that. I think you recall the carriers, though, is what happens. You save that. You buy time right here. Oh, well, that's kind of nice. Interference strum going down.
Yep.
The Siege Shanks, though, can probably kill this Nexus before anything happens.
I think you're right. This is a weird game, guys.
All right, the carriers are popped out. And we don't see a recall.
Goodbye. Nexus gone. Meanwhile, unpowering that, Gumiho is everywhere. Based Gumi God. You can see the carriers trying to get across the map. Oh, and meanwhile, there's a counterattack. This game is
such a weird
absolutely
game.
become insane. Is he just going to target the Nexus? Look at that. Look how fast these Cyclones do damage.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So the counterattack doing pretty good, and the carriers will clean all of this.
This is looking like a StarCraft 1 PvT right now.
Yeah, it really
right,
is.
when it's carriers like shooting the tanks and. Okay, so it's Deer on 2 bases.
It's like you're killing all his nexuses, but you still know you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is looking like that, isn't it?
Oh, he actually got the command center, but that was the 4th base here.
Yeah, not nearly as impactful.
Okay, and the last, hold up. He's actually driving this back.
All right, nice interference run there.
Seems like Deer actually can't run from this. If he runs, he still loses the fight anyways.
I mean, or the Zealots and Archons, rather, sorry, are going to do reasonably well against all this anti-air stuff, you know?
Okay, as this attack presses forward here, we see some targeting. Looks like the last Archon should be taken out. Some more Zealots coming in here to try to help out, as the rest of these Phoenixes are going to easily be able to target down the remaining 2 carriers. Oh, you know what? I spoke too soon. He's actually targeting pretty well. Look at this weird fight.
Yeah, that was such a bizarre fight.
What a day we're having here. We're getting to cast all sorts of stuff that is just not normal for us.
That was such a weird battle. That was truly
it seemed
a
like he
bizarre
almost
battle.
went for stuff that could hit the carriers, but didn't have the right combination of it.
Well, he
didn't appreciate
it was weird
the fact
how he
that,
microed it and everything.
Yeah, this is something that people kind of mapped out a little bit in Brood War, was the fact that a small number of carriers with a ground army can actually win fights. It looks like they never should.
Yeah, well, they have like some of the highest DPS in the game.
Yep.
So there's definitely something to be said there.
So the carrier nuisance has been taken care of. Seems like Gumiho now wants to try to lean on this base just to the right and down from here.
Huh. Okay, so 1-1-1 against 2-1. So good upgrades here for Gumiho. Definitely better than what we have for Deer this game.
The SCVs are going to be more manageable with these Archons here. Splash damage is going to allow this to be grounded down pretty quickly.
The Archon's doing some serious damage against these Hellbats.
Yeah.
The SCVs as well are going to be erased very quickly, but just almost nothing left here for Deer.
Once there's nothing else to tank in front of the Archon, then the fight kind of ends, and it seems like I think Gumiho is basically closing this one out. He should be able to just kind of stampede through here with this army, and that means we're probably going to have a TVT for our final best of 3.
And I thought we might actually just have TVPs all day.
I was ready for it.
But that means we also get a Terran in the round of 8.
Yay!
Thank you, David Kim.
Okay, the rest of the army tries to defend here, but too much here from Gumiho. And I think at this point in time, we're just seeing Deer process the loss. GG!